Soon after, the Special Support Section contacted Ark and CL and figured out their plans for security at the preview performance. It was decided that Lloyd and Ellie would take care of the theater's interior, keeping an eye out for any suspicious individuals or happenings, any shady referees. And as for Randy and Tio, they would be stationed outside of the theater, conducting surveillance. Finally, on the day of the preview performance... Oh boy. Bum, 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 bum. This is a long chapter. I'm telling you. Check out that fancy ride. It's the mayor! Mayo style. Ba-bum-ba-bum-ba-bum-bum. I'm Gregory Dawson, in for Clifford Baines, who ran somebody in the parking lot 20 minutes ago. Oh, it's been a while since we've had one of those jokes. Even Mayor McDowell came to watch the performance. Oh, I guess I do remember him saying he'd support the new production to the best of his ability. That's right. Grandfather has always been a big fan of Ark and CL. I'm sure he's looking forward to your debut, Rixia. Really? I hope I can live up to his expectations. But more importantly, do you really think something is going to happen? Like that Yin person said? We can't be sure. Still, I think there's a good chance of it. Fortunately for us, the First Division will be keeping watch, so no matter what, Ilya should be safe. In theory. Clifford Baines style. That's a relief. Was it really for the best to not tell Ilya what happened, though? I think the troop leader is worried, too. No, it's okay. All I want is for Ilya to shine like the star she is tonight, without any unnecessary worries dragging her down. That's what I... No, that's what all of us here at Ark and CL want. You really admire Ilya, don't you? May I ask why? Well, she aggressively recruited me into the troop. But even so, I was happy she wanted me to join her. After all, until I came to Crossbell, I had only ever walked a path that was decided for me. Huh? The first time I saw one of her performances, I was positively charmed. I had never seen someone so perfectly in their element, someone shining so brightly. It was blinding. She was just like the sun, just as brilliant and unreachable. Maybe that's why I ended up admiring her. Rixia. But she's not unreachable, is she? Huh? You play the role of the Moon Princess for this production. And sure, maybe the moon does borrow its light from the sun. But even though I haven't seen many plays, I can tell that both your performances are superb in their own ways. Indeed. Ba-da-da-bum-bum-bum. But even though I haven't... Shut up. I know you'll shine brightly one day, and it'll be entirely by your own merit. Not quite Barrett, but close enough. You think so? Definitely, and I'm sure that's the reason why Ilya recruited you in the first place. We hit a barrier in this case, but we still managed to get this far. We intend to see this through to the end. The rear end. So we want you to tackle this show with everything you've got, Rixia. Recognize. I will. Well, it's time for me to go. Lloyd, Ellie, good luck, you two. Thanks. I'm Gregory Dawson, in for Clifford Baines, who stormed off after seeing our new set. Break a leg, Rixia. Well then, do you think we should stand by somewhere else until they start? I heard Gregory Dawson is a big Stratego enthusiast. What's wrong? I don't know what I expected. I swear, will you ever learn to be self-aware? Or will you always be this painfully dense? Wait, what? Never mind, forget I said anything. You went and made a promise to Rixia, so there's no backing out now. Let's solve this case no matter what, okay? Of course. A horse is a horse, of course, ladies and gentlemen. We apologize for the delay. The curtain will now rise for Arc&Ciel's breathtaking new production, Golden Sun, Silver Moon. Please, enjoy the show. I wonder if there's going to be coming attractions. That'd be awesome. The Land of Ra, an ancient kingdom that prospered under the blessing and love of the goddess. Ever since the birth of Ra, the decision of who was to rule the country was held in the hands of soaring dancers known as princesses. Though I bet Act 2 will be cancelled, as per usual. These princesses, entrusted with the will of the goddess, brought to light the true righteous ruler of Ra by competing at the Star Sanctuary. However, ulterior motives lie in wait, leading influential figures to support different princesses, treating the holy ceremony as a trivial game. Not quite Trivial Pursuit, but close enough. At that time, the Sun Princess, renowned as the greatest dancer of their era, arrived at the Star Sanctuary. Meh! Ooh. Feel that psychoticness. Ooh. Eat your heart out, Mario. She did a spin jump. How you doing? Man, if that was me, I'd probably be getting all dizzy and puking about now. I'll tell you what. Ardor of the Sun. It must have started. The crowd is already going wild. All that practice must have paid off. I wish I could have been able to watch it too. Do we have the on-scene reporter? Well, the image of a telephone seems to have disappeared. I'm jealous of the First Division. Well, I can't imagine it's easy for them to focus on security while such an amazing play is being performed. I know I'd have trouble tearing my eyes away from the stage. You may be right. Shall we start patrolling the theater, then? Let's stay out of the First Division's line of sight and only peek in at the audience from time to time. Good call. We got a telephone! It's Lloyd, can you guys hear me? We better not be calling John. Loud and clear. Has it commenced, then? Yeah, we're about to start patrolling the inside of the theater. You two keep a close watch on the perimeter. Roger. There is no Roger! I'm telling ya. Zate has graciously offered his assistance, so we'll be fine. How generous of him. I'll give you a call if you spot anyone fishy. Don't let the play distract you. Wouldn't want you guys to get caught by the First Division, you know. You don't have to worry about that. Let's get started, Ellie. Let's attack aggressively. First, let's check in with the staff and see if they've noticed anything out of the ordinary. Understood. Alright. So we got a patrol. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, let's see what's going on around here. And so the performance begins. I truly hope this evening goes by without incident. The performance has begun without incident. Everything is going smoothly. No suspicious individuals have been spotted either. Hopefully we can relax for now. Do, 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 do. Look inside. See if we spot any bullshit. Everything looks good in the S section seats. Honestly, I doubt we have anything to worry about with Dudley in there. I don't know, man. He's kind of a pool expert, so you never know about that guy. You're right about that. Let's head to the next area. Alright. Let's check the other side. Look inside. Look inside. This is the box seating for VIPs. Oh boy. Freaking VIPs. Screwing around again. Just like Newfie. Will everything be alright with only one officer keeping watch? Probably not. At least Ernest is there to protect Grandfather. If anything were to happen, I'm sure he could take care of it. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe he's quite the wuss. You never know. That's true. Okay. Bum bum bum. Alright. Maybe we should try the dressing room, huh? How you doing? All of the performers have headed on backstage. Backstage style, even. It's time for the real show to begin. All I can do is pray for their success. Okay. Bum, bum, ba, da, da. To our guests, please do not enter while the stage is in use. Ark CL. Yeah. The First Division's been stationed backstage. We can leave this area to them. We should focus on patrolling the interior of the theater instead. Yeah, well... that's kind of a thing. That's something to think about, I suppose. Okay. Looky-loo style. Bum ba da. Alright, let's go back and See what's going on. Bum, 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 bum. Everything looks alright so far. Man, Ilya's incredible. I mean, I already knew she was, but this is just... wow. It's just wow, ladies and gentlemen. It's World of Warcraft. I mean, what? I didn't just say that. I completely agree. We should look elsewhere. If we continue to watch, we may end up staying for the entire play. Yeah, you're probably right. Bum, 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 bum. There's really nothing going on in here. There we go. Applause. That must mean... that must mean there was a game over screen on GoldenEye. Yes, it seems like the first act is over. It's over! It's game over, man. Game over, dude. Thus the Sun Princess, supported by the mighty Tribe of Light, found herself opposed by another competitor. A new princess answered the call and entered the celestial ceremony. She was known as the Moon Princess. Backed by the Tribe of Night, her appearance heralded a split in the forces of Ra. Rah, 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 and such. Ooh, that. Some nonsense. The hard... do, do, do. She's all athletic and such, didn't you know? Sounds like the second act has started. It wasn't cancelled! Rixie is giving it her all. She sure is. Her debut scene had the loudest applause yet. Shall we make another round, Lloyd? Definitely. So you pretty much want to go and do everything you just did. We finally made it to the second act. It's time for Rixia's debut. I'm sure she'll do spectacularly. Her talent must have given Ilya's stamp of approval after all. Thank you for patrolling the premises. We're in the second act of the play now. Good, good. Everything is proceeding as smoothly as we'd hoped. What a great success. I am ecstatic to begin the public performances. Cool. Look inside. Open your mind. Nothing unusual here. It's not unusual, you know. Wow. Dudley must have a remarkable amount of focus. He's got a full view of the stage, yet he's completely unfazed. Yet another example of his iron will. Bum bum bum. Da, na, na. Nothing wrong here. Ilya is one thing, but Rixia is just as amazing. Agreed. She brings her own unique style of dancing to the performance. When she moves, she really has the air of a moon princess, bathed in silver light. Lightning! Do. Look inside. Looky-loo. This side looks good, but I think the officer assigned here has gotten a little preoccupied. We are in the middle of an Arc and CL play. Everyone's bound to be captivated. That guy's slacking off. He'll probably be fired. No doubt. Bum, bum. Oh, now you're over here. Well, what do we have here? Hiding pastries again, are we? Will you ever learn, please? You can't hide pastries! You can't do that! Can't do that on television. Can't even do that during a play. The First Division's been stationed backstage. We can leave this area to them. We should focus on patrolling the interior of the theater instead. Yeah. Calm down, Miss Thing. Whee! And that's the end of the second act. Act 2, even. The crowd just can't get enough. Was it simply a whim of the goddess, or perhaps a bit of mischief? You know, it was nice of the play to hire me as narrator. To her surprise, the Sun Princess learned that the Moon Princess was not a stranger, but her younger sister, separated from her at a tender age. Unaware of this revelation, the Moon Princess faced her sister with a cold, hostile spirit. The distraught Sun Princess, concealing her true identity with a gown and mask of white, beckoned the Moon Princess to the forest ruins. The very same ruins which two sisters once frolicked through in their youth. A secret place known only to the two, where they could dance and play under the thick forest canopy. Huh? High jump. Whoa, really high jump. Not to be outdone. The third act is where things usually start turning around for the protagonist, right? The audience seems to be eating it up. Indeed. I know I am. It's rare to see a play this marvelous. I can't imagine it getting any better. I bet it does. Now, if only it would end without incident. Yeah, I sure hope so, too. Even if it means that we don't catch the culprit, it would be for the best. And we do the same thing again. I haven't noticed anything strange. No one has been allowed to enter through the front door since the play began. It has been an exciting performance. I'm delighted that our guests appear to be enjoying themselves. Huh, it looks like Dudley is interested in the play after all. Even so, I can tell he's still scanning the area for threats. I can hardly blame him. I bet there isn't a soul in all of Zemuria that Arkanciel's performances couldn't captivate. Except for maybe Synex. Seemed like the story just pulled out one heck of a twist. Right. Who could have guessed that the two princesses would be sisters? Where will the plot take us next? Find out next time! No, we have to resist. Sorry, it's just too compelling. We should focus on patrolling. Let's attack aggressively. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Do, 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 do. A police officer! Nothing suspicious here. The officer aside, it looks like Ernest is paying real close attention to their perimeter. He's always looking out for Grandfather's safety. Doing the safety dance. It's what we're doing. I thought I heard a loud thud coming from the dressing room earlier. It was probably just my imagination. Am I starting to hear things? No, I'm sure it was just some sound effect from the performance. That's the end of the third act. Now the final act begins. There's 4 acts, by God! You believe that? The princesses learned of the dreadful conspiracy that drove them apart in their youth. Despite discovering the sad truth, they could not turn away from their inevitable clash. Because, after all, they were princesses. Only one of them could become the Shrine Princess, carrying the will of the goddess on her shoulders. As though this wasn't enough, they even fell in love with the same man. Of course they did. Their strong affection for one another was constantly torn apart by the cruel whims of the world. Their complex feelings ignited into a burning rivalry, fueled by their compassion and understanding of each other. With these emotions swirling wildly in their hearts, they traveled to the Star Sanctuary, ready for the fated ceremony. Hour of Destiny. Fight it out. They're gonna go at it in Mortal Kombat. Mwahahaha. Rixia style. Phew. Thank Adios. It looks like the play is gonna wrap up incident-free. And we didn't even notice anything suspicious during our patrols either. Lloyd! Ellie! Uh-oh. What's going on? Something wrong? Well, you see, one of the attendees has been behaving unusually for a while now. And we only just realized that she's not on our guest list. Uh-oh. What? Where is she? Up the stairs on the right in the back. It seems she's been peeking in on the S-section seats. Got it. We'll go check it out right away. Stay here and wait for us to return, sir. Of course. Middle manager style. Up the stairs on the right, in the back. Please hurry. Huh? A suspicious attendee? You've got to be kidding me. No way. Is that who I think it is? Grace? Oh, darn it. Why'd Dudley have to pick this spot to patrol? This was the perfect place to wait for my big scoop, and he is ruining it. Soon as I start going to town with my camera, he'll catch me for sure. Hey, Grace. Whoa, Lloyd! And Ellie, too. What in the world are you guys doing here? We could ask you the same question. What are you doing here, Grace? You're not on the guest list, are you? Nope. But I have my reasons. I may have snuck in here with a little trick of mine. Which was what exactly? Keep this a secret, will ya? Long story short, I slipped in with the cleaning crew and voila! Exclusive access. Are you kidding me? Why did you have to go that far? Well, there's a simple explanation for that. You see, all of the friggin' press tickets got snatched up by the other CNS journalists. I just had to take a peek at the preview show, but I was following another story at the time. What was I supposed to do? Not watch it? Hew, hew, hew. That still doesn't make it right, or legal. You're a real troublemaker like Jack, you know that? Come on, guys, we're all friends here. How about we go watch the rest of the play? It's finally reached the long-awaited climax, after all. If we don't see it, we may regret it for the rest of our lives. You could have just waited for the public show like a normal person. Besides, are you sure that's your only reason for sneaking in? You're not the one who sent the threat letter, are you? The threat letter? What the heck are you going on about? Hold on. I thought it was kind of strange to see Dudley and his pals patrolling the theater. Oh, it has to do with this letter you mentioned, right? You think? I don't think she's our culprit, Lloyd. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't hurt to ask. I doubt even Grace would take things that far. Even me? How rude! Is that really what you think of me? Says the woman who decided to sneak into a private performance for a big scoop. Oh, that reminds me. You mentioned that you were following another story, right? What's it about? Nuh-uh-uh. My lips are sealed. Wait a second. Is the 1st Division here because they're keeping tabs on him? Darn, I thought I was the only one who had picked up on it. Him? Are you referring to Yin? Huh? The heck's a Yin? Does that have something to do with the threat letter you're freaking out about? No, forget about it. Listen up, Grace. I'm gonna need you to tell me everything you know. If you don't, we'll have to take you in for trespassing. Who's ready to go to jail? Whoa, Lloyd, isn't that a little cruel? You and I are buddies, right? Not particularly. Sure, but what we need now is some sort of clue, no matter how small it is. So please, Grace, tell us. Fine. Guess you're serious about this. Serious so delirious. Aw, yeah. I'll spill the beans, but are you sure you want to talk about this in front of Ellie? Why would we not? Is there something wrong with me being here? Well, okay, but don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. The scoop I've been chasing involves a dark rumor about the mayor's secretary. Uh-oh. What? You can't be serious. I think his name is Ernest? Either way, he's extremely dangerous, with a capital D. He's supposedly been secretly embezzling funds from the mayor's office. Oh boy. And here's the kicker. He's been covertly scheming with the Imperial faction Diet members. Damn Diet members. Hate them. Rumor has it he's trying to off the mayor. Personally, I think that's a bit too far-fetched, though. And my controller just came unplugged. Awesome.
Uh-oh! Retard alert!
Hey, Lloyd. If Grandfather were to be killed under these circumstances, the culprit could easily slip out during all the commotion, so long as no one witnessed the crime in action. That's it. That's his plan. That's it! I've come up with a new recipe. Whoa! Where are you going? Uh-oh. Non-negotiable feelings. What? Uh-oh. Is this the police officer who was watching the box? You. What the hell are you doing here? What? We'll talk later. Ellie, we're going in. Let's hurry. Let's attack aggressively. It is true. Oh. Don't you dare. Ho ho ho! Damn. Grandfather! Damn it, he has a gun! Well, so does Ellie. What the hell is this? Heh, who would have thought that you'd show up in a place like this? Another cruel twist of fate, courtesy of the goddess. Ernest, why? Why do all of this? You were always there to support Grandfather. So why? We're cut from the same cloth, Ellie. I'm just as fed up with Crossbell's sick situation as you are. But in the end, the only path we have towards change involves constantly bending to the whims of those more powerful than us. That is why I had to act. So that's the reason you impersonated Yin and sent the threat letter to Ilya? You made us believe that Yin was behind everything, all while plotting the mayor's assassination from the shadows. Damn it, so that's what was really going on. Have you enjoyed playing this game of yours? Huh, you may be with the First Division, but in the end, you're just a 2-bit detective. Be it Ravach, Heiyu, or even the real Yin, if he actually exists. Which he does, obviously. They're nothing more than puppets dancing in the palm of my hand. Don't move. Put the gun down slowly. You can still get off with attempted murder. Don't take it any further. Don't take it any further? Isn't that my line? The life of this old naive man, the mayor of Crossbell State. I could end it with one swift pull of this trigger. Please, stop this. Damn. Surely you don't want our dear Ellie to witness the moment her grandfather's life comes to a violent end, right? So how about you righteous fools line up on the wall there and clear a path for me? What are you trying to pull? Even if you make it out of this theater, there's nowhere in Crossbell for you to run to. Shut it! Just do as I say! Bastard. Good, you have ears after all. Beyond 1,000 Nights. Now to hold up my end of the deal. Oh! Grandfather! Hold it! You won't escape! He's getting away! Dudley's got a gun! How's he moving so quickly? Randy, Tio, brace yourselves. Mayor McDowell's secretary is headed your way. He's our man. Take him down. Huh? We'll get him. Ernest? Very well, then. Oh! Gotcha! Phew, where do you think you're going? This man is the true culprit behind this case? Randy, Tio. Oh, thank goodness. You guys managed to catch him. Yeah, it was lights out for him as soon as I saw him pull out a gun. Good call. That aside, why are you with Mr. Glasses-wearing Dick? Excuse me? I do hope you mean detective by that. Explain yourselves, now. What is the meaning of all this? You've even brought backup. What exactly were you planning? Well, you see... Gah! The hell? He can still move? Haha, as if I could be taken down so easily. I will be the next mayor. No, you won't. No, you're not. You're third, you idiot. With Speaker Hartman on my side, the next election will be a landslide. What? It's Zayt. Zayt. Is that the wolf? Well done, Zayt. Oh, come on. The spotlight's being hogged by a literal glory hound. Nuh-uh, the spotlight's all mine. It's Grace! Where did she come from? We can never let our guard down. What is going on here? This is like a damn circus all of a sudden. Pretty much. Gah! Unhand me at once! I'll definitely be... I'll be the next mayor! I don't think you will. Dawn. Denouement. He won't even be the next mayo. I can promise you that. That was amazing. Haha, I'm thoroughly impressed as well. Grandfather? You're already awake? Thank Edios. Yes, I'm perfectly fine, Ellie. What just happened was deeply unfortunate, but there will be time to address it later. I still intend to watch this performance to the end. Out of respect to the wonderful people of Arkansas. Grandfather. You honor us, sir. Oh, it goes right to a newspaper. Extra, a glamorous stage and the intrigue behind it. A preview of Golden Sun, Silver Moon. The anticipated new stage show from Arkansas has had its preview performance. Ilya Platier captivated the audience from the moment the curtain rose with breathtaking acrobatics. Act 2 followed with the appearance of a hopeful new face, Rixia Mao, who stunned the audience with her mystique and expressive dancing. Act 1 of the brilliant preview performance. Together with the atmosphere that Ilya illuminated, the stage with the audience was delighted. I felt like I was witnessing the rebirth of Arkansas. The official opening will surely be something to look forward to. The mayoral assassin's dagger. While the drama was unfolding on stage, a more real one unfolded behind the scenes, as the police discovered and foiled the attempted assassination of Mayor Henry McDowell in the balcony during the preview performance. An official statement has been issued regarding the incident. The official word is that the suspect, Mr. Ernest Reyes, 29, McDowell's top aide, arrived with the mayor to watch the performance. He smuggled a gun and dagger past security officials, then attempted to use them to assassinate the mayor, the suspect Reyes. What motivations did he have? Mr. Reyes served as the mayor's top aide for many years and was known for his honest personality. Why did he commit this crime? In gathering evidence, we discovered that he also illegally misappropriated mayoral funds and had connections with specific representatives. Additional evidence suggests he planned to run for the next mayoral election, and it is speculated he committed the crime to try to obtain the political position himself. However, the police had taken over the investigation, so the true motives will likely remain confidential. Behind the suspect's arrest, Crossville police became aware of the assassination plot in advance, subsequently deploying a security team inside the theater. The team was fooled by the suspect's clever diversion. However, the newly commissioned Special Support Section conducted their own independent investigation, were able to thwart Reyes' plot and save the mayor. A detective from the 1st Investigative Division said, "No comment. I cannot divulge more than what has been publicly disclosed." The moment of arrest. We're in the newspaper again. Gotta appreciate that. Mayoral vacation. Following this, the incident, Mayor McDowell has decided to take a vacation. Even though he wasn't severely injured, the stress on his mind and body was immense. So he made this decision in consideration of his old age, stated a city public relations officer. Though the mayor's safety is indeed good news, it is so far unclear how long this break will last. The anniversary festival is approaching, and all of us at the newspaper pray for his quick return to duty. Good times. Yikes. Things really got out of hand. I'm guessing most of the public's in an uproar by now. Considering that the mayor was almost assassinated at the debut of Arc-en-Ciel's new show, yes. I would imagine so. It is the ultimate scandal. Mayor McCheese style. We can at least take comfort in the fact that Mayor McDowell is getting a lot of support from the citizenry. But I'm still disappointed that the Imperial faction Diet members Ernest had ties to were never named in any of the papers. That damn Hartman, for one thing. Yeah, that's probably the first thing they went and censored. Besides, I don't get the feeling the Imperial faction was involved at all. Seemed like it was just that crazy secretary guy going rogue. Yeah, maybe so. There really wouldn't be any benefit to assassinating the mayor as far as the Imperial faction's concerned. Then again, had the assassination been successful, they could have pinned it on Yin, and by extension, the Republican faction due to their connections with Heiyu. You might be onto something there. Thinking back, did Ernest seem to be acting strange to any of you? It was as if he had lost his sanity, or perhaps lost control would be more appropriate. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. The 1st Division is taking care of the interrogation now. I wonder if they found anything out yet. Well, as for Ernest, he's in a state of total shock. Can't even speak properly. What? Chief. You saying they can't even interrogate him? Yep, since they weren't making any progress with him, they decided to go ahead and chuck him in the clink for now. Who's ready to go to jail? Last I heard, they thought of calling in a church counselor or asking if someone from St. Ursula would check him out. I hope that'll help. Heh. That aside, you four have become quite the celebrities, haven't you? While I was at the department today, the Fox was showering me with praises for the SSS. Boy, you should have heard him. That's a new one. No way. I find that hard to picture. So we're in Vice Commissioner Jackass's good books now. Whoop-de-doo. Hey, it wasn't only him. The entire force had something good to say about you guys. Actually, I take that back. The 1st Division didn't really say much, but I'm sure that their opinion of the SSS is a bit higher now. So puff your chest out a little. You've earned it. Yeah, we'll try. But how can we be happy at a time like this? Yeah, try to think about how Mademoiselle must be feeling right about now. Resonating heart. Which has kind of become Ellie's theme, really. Seriously? Tomorrow is far too early for you to return to work. It's nothing more than a bruise and a minor sprain. 5 days of rest have been more than enough. If anything, I feel better than ever. Don't take this so lightly, Grandfather. Please think about everything that's happened. You could have died. And when you do go back to work, you won't have your secretary. The most important thing for you right now is to rest until you're fully recovered. I know how you feel, dear, but the anniversary festival is getting closer by the day. Duty calls, so I can't afford to abandon my role as Crossbell's mayor over such a trivial matter as this. A trivial matter? Grandfather, how can you be so calm about this? Aren't you upset? Isn't your heart broken? Ernest was like a son to you, yet he betrayed you. So, why? Why are you acting like nothing's wrong? If I tried to claim that what happened didn't shock me, I'd be lying through my teeth. I'm told that Ernest has long been embezzling public funds from under our noses. Perhaps the guilt and stress ate away at him, causing him to lash out and act erratically. I don't like Newfie. I do believe I bear some responsibility for not taking notice in the first place. Grandfather? Nevertheless, I am a statesman. I have sworn to serve Crossbell State in the present and future. No matter what happens, it's my duty to uphold that oath and lead this state. And I have decided to put that duty above all else. I'm sorry, Ellie. We've lost another family member. Just like 10 years ago when I was unable to stop Ryan, your father. Not only that, but my own daughter, your mother, then left you behind shortly thereafter. And yet, powerless as I am, I continue to fulfill the role of mayor. You must surely despise me. No, don't say that. I'm so proud of everything you do, grandfather. Besides, I'm still able to keep in touch with Mother and Father occasionally. It was sad what happened with them, but as you can see, I've overcome that pain. Ellie. I originally joined the police because I wanted to help you in my own way. I thought this different approach would be a good way for me to help Crossbell, too. However, now that Ernest is no longer here to help you, I was thinking, maybe it's best for me to leave the force and work for you. Don't be ridiculous. Grandfather? If you truly regretted this path you chose, you would have quit and started working for me long ago. But that's not the case, is it? Changing your path now would be an insult to everyone who supported you thus far. To your colleagues, to me, and above all, to yourself. Don't you worry about me, dear. After all, I have other secretaries. If necessary, I can even seek Helmer's assistance. However, it seems I'll need to delay my plan to retire as mayor for now. I suppose I can handle another 5 years before I can finally put my feet up. Therefore, Ellie, you must continue on the path you've chosen. Continue until you are satisfied with everything you've accomplished. Watching you work hard to achieve your goals will be the best motivation I could ask for. Grandfather, if the SSS hadn't been on the job, I likely wouldn't be sitting here right now. That's true. Be proud, Ellie, of what you do and how much you've grown. For you shall continue to shine even brighter and reach new heights. Much like the princesses in Arc-en-Ciel's new play. Ah. Yes, grandfather. I, Ellie McDowell, will return to my post tomorrow and strive to make Crossbell a better place. Yeah. It's Hey You! You've truly saved me, Yin. If the situation had progressed any further, it would have gotten quite messy. We could have been suspected of attempting to assassinate the mayor. The mayor? Mayo? We don't have any mayo. Your connection to the Republican faction would have been to blame for that. The leader of the Imperial faction, Speaker Hartman, was likely the one who gave my name to that secretary. I imagine Hartman learned it through Ravach's Don, Marsoni. Yes, I'm inclined to agree. I'm not sure even he expected the secretary to go as far as to plan an assassination, though. Even so, there's no mistaking that his objective was to harm the Republican faction's reputation through us. What a troublesome city this is. Putting that aside, don't lump me in with your group. I am a hired assassin, not one of your lackeys. My, how cold. Well, no matter. Our ties with the members of the Republican faction can be severed at a moment's notice. And as we previously discussed, Heiyu's counteroffensive will launch after the festival. Oh boy. More trouble will be afoot. As for the operation that'll take place on the festival's final day, we leave that in your hands, Master Yin. Very well. It's time. I'll be taking my leave. Ruh-roh. That can't be good. Ever the elusive phantom. But it's time, you say. What exactly is it time for, I wonder? That is a good question. He's freaking Spider-Man! Wish I could do that. That'd be cool. Good. I made it in time. The hell? You're early, Rixia. Ilya? What, are you excited to start practice? Sheesh, and I thought I was the dance addict here. But maybe you're an even bigger one than me, Oh, Ilya. I don't think I'll ever be quite on the same level as you. You say that, but your actions paint a different picture. Throughout the whole preview performance, you were just as in the zone as I was. Both your dancing and acting were top-notch too, Rixia. I think it won't be long before you're a full-fledged rival of yours truly. Really? Well, either way, I still owe everything to you, Ilya. I only ever knew the path I'd inherited in life, but you shined a light on a new direction for me. Though, I think I need to thank the SSS this time too. Oh? Oh, it's nothing. For today's practice, we're going to work on perfecting the third act, right? I'll do my best to keep up with you. Ooh, someone's ready and raring to go. Well, who am I to turn down a challenge, especially from you? Alrighty then. Opening night is next month. We'll work night and day till then and make this scene 100 times better. Come on, Rixia. Let's get to it. Of course. Well. Thus ends Chapter 2. Scarlet Letter Investigation 14 DP. You have been promoted. You're presented with an Ingenuity Quartz as a reward for your performance, Detective 7th Class. Achievement unlocked on Unforgettable Performance. Good stuff. That completes Chapter 2. Alright, so we're going to call it a stream here. Next time we will begin Chapter 3. And it'll be good stuff. So, thanks everyone for stopping by. And damn, it was almost a 6.5 hour stream. And I shall see y'all next time. That's it.
Toasty!